Hello everyone, I'm Alicia. Welcome to my Beautiful Nights channel. For this video, I'm going to show you guys 3 projects that I'm working on using beads from the Czech Beads exclusive monthly subscription box. I have 4 pieces going on, and I'm going to go over these here first, and then I'm going to show you guys how to make a ring using these here. So these are 2 bracelets that I strung together. I really liked these colors together. There's teal cathedral beads in here and green, and then there's pinch beads, and we got this square bead here, and I just thought this was really pretty strung together. And by the way, the length of this is 7 inches, so very easy to add a clasp to it. If you want to make it shorter, you would just remove like those beads right there. And I had this angel wing bead in the box, and there were these bell beads, which I kind of thought looked like a dress, and it's double-sided. So I just put that right there below there, and I had an extra cathedral bead and I put that on top, and I just think that looks like a really neat angel. So this charm here, I have to get a head pin and put it on there, but I didn't have enough time to finish these bracelets, so I'm just showing you guys what I'm working on, and you could do the same thing if you want. So I have to put a head pin on this here, and I think I might do a toggle on this bracelet and connect the charm to the toggle. And I like doing it that way because if you have a counterweight on one side, it's easier to put a bracelet on. Do you know what I'm saying? You would connect this to the round part of the toggle clasp, and it's a weight, so when you go to put it on, it's easier to put your bracelet on. And if you want, you could remove this center bead right here and put this in the middle. It's up to you. You could do this with the clasp or in the middle. Now this one here, I think this was my favorite, which is unusual for me because I am a teal turquoise person, but I just really love this garnet colored cathedral bead. It is epic. That is so gorgeous. I love these two, and I think the ripples look neat. And also these 3mm Czech fire polish beads, those are so pretty. I just really like this piece. And so I was thinking I could make a bracelet with this one here, and I could put either the Christmas tree charm with it, or I could do this one. But I also realized if I remove the center bead right here, this ripple, I could make this into a necklace like I do all the time, where I just put a thin chain around the back and I have a pendant in the center. Very simple, easy to do, but very simple, beautiful piece. Great for a gift for Christmas. And this charm here, this cute little snowflake charm, there is still, by the way, a lot of beads left over in the box, and I did have a 3rd bracelet. It was long enough that I could complete it, but I took it apart. I wish I didn't, because I could have showed you guys here and you could have made 3 bracelets. But anyways, in the box there are silver 4 and 6mm drugs, the same silver as that teardrop right there. Okay, there's those beads. There's more of these, but the other ones in the box are AB, opal, AB, and also there's still more of these 3mm Czech fire polish beads, those right there. Anyways, if you string all of those up, you could make a bracelet for this charm. So you would have 3 Christmas themed bracelets. Okay, so that's 3 projects right there. Now I'm going to show you guys how to make this flower ring. Alright, let's go over the list of materials I will be using to make this ring. And by the way, I'm going to have links to all of these beads down here in the description bar in case you want to remake the same ring. So you're going to need 3 feet of 8 or 10 pound monofilament, and I colored the ends of mine with a red and black permanent marker. You could also use nail polish, but I find that it can make your monofilament thicker, especially like for me. I have old nail polish, so I'm going to have some goopy nail polish making my monofilament thicker, and that will make it harder to pass through the beads. So if you do have some like good thin runny, or maybe you can do different colors. You don't have to do red and black. You could do whatever color that you could see on your monofilament. I should have maybe done something like that. So anyways, I'm doing 3 feet of monofilament, and I'm also using 6 pip beads, 6 teardrop beads. I don't know the size of these, but I will go and check the product code and put it down in the description bar, the size. But I think that you can get away with a bunch of different sizes, because I've used all different sizes of teardrops to make these flower rings. And by the way, this is not my first ring tutorial. I've done several flower rings. In case you're new to this, you gotta go to my YouTube channel and look at all my flower rings. Go to my YouTube channel, go to playlist, and go to rings, and you'll see all of my flower rings. I have a ton of them. And then I'm also using this twisted teardrop here. There's 6 of those. I'm using that bead, and I'm using 4mm Czech flower polish bead for the ring band and 10 Czech seed beads for the ring also. Alright, so this is everything. Let's get started. I'm first going to start by making the center of the flower like I usually do. Okay, and I'm going to be using the smallest teardrop shaped bead first, which is the pit bead. So I'm going to pick up 6 10 seed beads, 5 and 6. Okay, slide down 5 of them and crisscross through the 6th bead. Okay, like that. Put my ends together and slide this bead down. The center bead, slide it all the way down until you find the middle of your monofilament there, okay? And then pick up 1 seed bead and a pit bead. Now you may notice, I noticed that there's a coating on one side of the pit bead, okay, if you're using the same beads from the box, and then the other side is just transparent. Now the transparent side, that magnifies the color on the other side, so I'm going to pick it up like this, because look at that. This side's coated, okay, but this side, that's the magnified side. Isn't that pretty? So I want that side, slide those down, and then pick up another 10 seed bead and crisscross through this 1 seed bead here. Bring this down till we have this, okay? Then take this string that's on the inside and go through that next seed bead. So I'm going to do that. Mine, by the way, is red. Go through that bead right there, like that. Okay, this is going to be the top because you can see that pit bead. I like that side better. So then I have to make sure that I pick the next one up with the top facing up like that. Okay, and then a seed bead and crisscross through this seed bead. Now I am using 10 pound for this because I do like it more for this, but it is a little bit trickier to get through beads, so I might need pliers or tweezers to get through some areas. Okay, so coming out right here at the top, I'm going to go through the next bead, and I'm using my black monofilament for this bead here. Okay, like that. And then take this string again here and pick up a pip, and then a seed bead and crisscross through that bead. This ring comes together really quickly. And by the way, this is made the same way as I've made flower rings in the past, but it's been a few years since I've done a flower ring video, and I just love these rings so much. And I've made these with all different shapes, sizes, and kinds of beads. I've used lentils, leaves, petal beads, all kinds. Okay, so that's what I have right now. I passed that string up through that bead right there, just like that. Again, repeating, take this string here, pick up a pip. I'm going to flip these over because I want this side, and then get a seed bead and crisscross through that. Okay, just like that. That's what I have so far. Again, take this string that's on the inside and go through the next bead. Okay, pick up another pip and then a seed bead, crisscross, there's my 5 pip beads. I'm going to take this string and go through that seed bead there and through the next one. Just like that. Okay. Pick up my last pip. Again, I want this side up, and I'm going to crisscross through this bead. And there we go. Okay, now we're going to be working on this upside down, like this. And we're going to be working with the next size teardrop. That will go on first. Okay, I'm going to put it on my black string. Really doesn't matter though what color you start with. I never really go by the colors, I just kind of just know what to do. Okay, so I have that bead on there. And then I'm going to pick up one of these twisted drops. Now here's the thing. One side of this drop is silver, and then the other side is this pretty silver purple color. So I want this to be on the top for me. You can have whatever you like. So working on this upside down, that means I have to hold the bead like this. Okay, I have the teardrop on this strand. I'm going to pass my same string that I have the first bead on, like this, because this is going to be the back side. Slide that down, and then pick up another teardrop and crisscross through this bead. And I will flip it for you guys and show you. Okay. Now when you crisscross through it, you want to make sure that you don't catch any teardrops around you. And this here, right now it's flipped, but it will be like this. So do you see how you can see the color like that? So that silver is on the back side there, okay? So now what I have to do, this string's going up, that means that's the string I have to pick beads up with. This one here is going down, that means I have to take this string and pass through my next bead. So it's coming out of this silver, I'm going to go through this pip bead. Just like that. Okay, I'm in position now. So again, I'm going to take the string that already has the silver teardrop on it, and I'm going to pick up another twisted bead, and I want this here silver. I want the silver here to be on the back. So it's going to look like that on the front. So slide that down and then pick up another teardrop and crisscross through this. I really like the look of these teardrops in this ring. I've used all different sizes for this ring. I've used teardrops smaller than this and bigger than this. That's what we have so far. Okay. Again, you're going to repeat. You're going to take the string that's pointing down and go through the next teardrop, or not teardrop, pip. Well, it is a teardrop shape, but it's called a pip bead. Okay, and after that, pull your strings tight, and then again, take the string that's coming out of the silver teardrop, take that one and pick up another twisted drop, and again, oh boy, don't drop that bead. I want the silver on the back. That's going to be my back side, and then I pick up another teardrop and crisscross through this one. Bring that down. Okay, I want to check my work because these beads like to flip around, and so far it looks great. I like these colors. It makes me think of winter, this flower here. Coming out of the silver bead, going in this direction towards the top, I'm going to take that string and go through the next pip. Okay, again, pull the strings tight, lay it upside down. Coming out of the silver teardrop, I'm going to pick up another twisted bead. And this is the back here, silver on the back. And then another teardrop. crisscross through this. Now, sometimes when you slide this down, like this pit bead here, could do this to you. Okay? See how it's flipped? You just gotta make sure that it's flipping to the top side. Okay? And then you can stop and go like that. Make sure that it looks right. Again, I'm gonna take this string here that's pointing to the top of my flower, and I'm gonna go through the next pip. Put it upside down again, pick up my next twisted drop bead. I want the silver on the top because that side there is going to be on the back. And then my last drop. This ring comes together quickly, believe it or not. Okay. Crisscross through this bead. Pull that tight. There we go. We have 5 twisted drops. Okay, now this time I have to take this string here on the bottom. Coming out of the teardrop, I have to go through the pit bead. Okay, that was easy. And then turn it this way from the top and go through the silver teardrop. Like that. Okay. Pick up my last twisted drop. Silver on the back, but I have to lay it in this direction because I'm crisscrossing and it's gonna fall down my string this way. So crisscross through here. There we go. So pretty. Pull that tight. And there we go. There's our flower. That is really neat looking. I like the silver in between right there. That just looks awesome. And in case you're wondering, these purple seed beads are opaque purple AB. They're 10 seed beads, the color, if you want to try and find the same color. Okay, now we're going to do the back side, which is pretty simple. I'm going to take both of my strings. One of them will be longer. It's the red one. Okay. I'm going to pick up one seed bead that's going to go in between. There's going to be one seed bead in between each of our petals, right? But on the top back, there will be 3. Okay, so I'm actually picking up a total of 4. So 3 are going to sit on the back side, but there's going to be 1 sitting in between. And then I'm going to pick up 1 more. So I know that sounds confusing right there, but I'm just kind of trying to explain my design. I'm actually picking up 5 seed beads. Okay, crisscross through this one, and I will show you what I'm talking about. Slide this down. Okay, so looking at this, I have 1 seed bead here in between these 2 petals, 1 seed bead in between these 2 petals, and on the top back I have 3 seed beads. We're going to have this all the way around. So now what I have to do is take this string and go through the next petal bead. This is going to help our petal beads to the last row to sit flat, and also it's going to make it where we can put a ring band on it. And if you guys have watched my previous flower videos that I've done like this, I've also have added seed bead bails to the back of this so you can make this flower into a pendant. You can go and look for my previous videos, go to playlist, go to pendants and necklaces, and you'll see how I made this flower into a pendant there. Okay, now this time we already have seed beads there, so I only have to pick up 3 seed beads for the back side. Okay, slide those down, those are going on the back side, and then pick up 1 seed bead that we're going to cross through, and this will go in between the petals, so we are picking up a total of 4 seed beads. And again, I will show you. like this. Okay, see that there? 1 seed bead in between the petal and 3 on the back. Again, I'm going to pull this tight, take the string that's pointing down at the flower and pass through the next petal. Okay, then take the string here on the top coming out of the seed beads, and we're going to pick up 4 seed beads. 3 of them will slide down, and 1 you're going to crisscross through. Okay, we're going to do this all the way around this entire back of the flower. Taking the string, I'm going to pass through my next petal there. And then picking up 4 seed beads again with the string that's coming out of the seed beads. 4. Like that. See how the seed beads are making the petals go straight? Awesome. We're getting close to closing this. Again, I'm going to go through the petal bead. Take the string coming out of the seed beads and pick up 4. This is the red string, by the way. It's faded, but it really doesn't matter because you're using the string that's coming out of the seed beads. Crisscrossing through the bead right there. Bringing this down. We're getting close to closing it up. Okay, just like that. This string is the one we pick beads up with, but this one we have to use to reposition our string to the top there, so I have to go through this petal bead. Well, it's a twisted teardrop bead, but it's our petal. Okay, and then I have to go up this 1 seed bead. Okay, I got my pliers here to get through this little area. I forgot to pull the monofilament between my fingers and heating it up and straighten it out. I usually do that, but it's been a while since I've worked with this stuff and I forgot to do it. So I'm just getting through that bead right there. Okay. So now both strings are exiting out in between the petal beads. Now what I'm going to do is pick up 1 seed bead, let that bead fall, okay, and then I'm going to pick up 2, so I'm actually picking up a total of 3, but I have to crisscross through 2, so picking up 2 there, and going through these 2, bringing these down. Okay, we're doing this to add a ring band. We have to get in position. So there's 3 I picked up. I didn't go through crisscross through that one though. I only crisscrossed through those 2. So now what I have to do is take this string and go through 2 seed beads that are over here. Like that. Those 2 right there. Okay, so now both of our strings are going to be exiting out of 4 seed beads. This is to add our ring band. Pull that tight. I'm going to bring all these beads over, and I'm going to pick up I will be fast forwarding through this, by the way, because it's very simple. I'm going to pick up 2 10-0s on each string. And I am not left-handed, so I struggle with that. And then pick up a 4mm Czech fire polish bead, just one. The beads are in a hurry to get on the string. And then crisscross through this bead. And we're just going to do that ladder pattern that I do all the time in my ring bands. It's just that this time it's going to have a Czech fire polish bead in the middle. Okay, 2 again on each string. And then pick up a fire polish and crisscross through this. Again, 2 on each string. Fire polish. And crisscross through that bead. Bring it down. Okay, so this is what I have so far. Very simple. I'm going to keep doing this. I'll do it one more time with you guys, maybe 1 or 2. 2 seed beads, each string, and crisscross through a Czech fire polish. Okay, I'm going to do this until I get to the ring size that I need. So here is my ring band. It looks great. I love those colors. And now I'm going to pick up 2 seed beads, because I have to close this. And I do, in case you're wondering, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 4mm Czech fire polish beads, and that's for like a size 8-9 ring. Okay, coming out on this side, I'm going to go through these 2 seed beads. I might need my awl to do this. Should probably do it without that string in there. Okay. So I have to go through these 4 seed beads that are across from the 4 that I went through earlier. So I got through 1 there. I'll have to go like this. Okay. And then I'm going to turn, because I have to go through these 2. And if you need to, I do this all the time, you can put your bead awl underneath like this, pass through, and it's holding those beads up there so we don't get stuck going through the next row of beads. Mind frame, yeah. Oh, I actually did not go through the right bead. Let's see, I'm going to try it without that awl. Okay, got it. So for those 2 and those 2. Okay, and then I'm going to loosen this back up because I have to do my other string now. So I did that one. I'm going to pick up 2 seed beads again, and I'm going to go through the 2 that I'm Xing out of. Okay, but then I have to go up through the other 2. And that twisted drop is really sticking out there, so I might have to go like this to get through. Alright, did that. Pull these tight. You can try this on now, but if you do try this on, make sure that you pull the strings tight when you have it on. If it's loosening up a lot, then it's too big and you'll have to add another bead. But what I do is I hold it like this tight and I try it on, see if it fits me. Okay, and now I have to go back down into the ring band. So I'm going to pass through 2 seed beads in the ring band. Come out where there's a gap. Pick up a bead. Go through the next 2 in the ring band. Like that. I'm going to turn this over and do this side now because this side's loosening up the piece. So, well, I haven't got to the beads yet. Go through 2 beads. Okay, pick up 1 and go through 2 again. Now sometimes your string might only want to go through 1 at a time. That's okay. You can go through the next one after you come out of that 1 bead there. Okay, so I'm just pulling this super tight. Also, now's another good time to try it on because it is tighter right now. But I already know this is going to fit me because I pre-made it. And I'm just going to keep going, filling in these gaps 1 seed bead at a time. Pass through 2 beads. Seed bead again. Pass through 2. Seed bead again. Pass through 2. That's what I have so far. Filling in those gaps right there, right? So I'm going to keep going, filling in my gaps, and I will come back and show you how to finish this ring off. So here you can see I'm going to this side now and filling in this side. It's looking good. I'm back and I'm putting in my last seed bead right there, as you can see. Okay, then I'm going to pull this tight. If you want, you could try it on again. Sometimes I just stick my finger in there to make all the beads sit right, so it's round. And then we have right here, we have this seed bead that we'd skipped at the beginning. Okay, and I'm going to go through that seed bead. I'm also going to go through these 3 and then through this one, and then I'm going to go into the ring band right here and we'll tie our knots. Okay, so let's do that. I might need my pliers to do this. I might have to do some bending to get through here because it's a little tricky area. Okay, got through there. And then I'm going to go through these 3. Got through 2. If you don't catch your string on any of the petal beads, and then through this one, and then fold this down and go up through this 1 seed bead right here. I'm gonna have to use my pliers again. Okay, just like that. Okay, I went through there. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. go through that one bead again. Okay, flip it this way. And then I have to go through these three that are on top of the petal. And you could try some different things to get through there. You can do your pliers, you can do your bead awl, tweezers. I used to use tweezers a lot, but I've kind of switched over to using pliers more because I had slipping problems with tweezers. If they weren't good tweezers, I would have the string slip out of them a lot. Okay, there's one, the third there, and then I'll fold this down and go through this seed bead right here. Okay, there we go. We did our reinforcing, and again, I'll pull that snug to make sure. And now we're going to go into our ring band. So I might need pliers for this. I'll see. I am using the 10-0 seed beads, which have larger holes. Let's see. Okay, there I am. I'm coming out right there. Oh gosh. It's through, I just can't grip it with my pliers. There we go. Okay, I bent it and got through. Okay, so now we're going to tie our knots, and what I could do is tie, I think I'm going to have my knots visible if I do that. I gotta think. I'm going to go through right there. You'll see two strings of monofilament right there. Go in between those, okay? And then I'm going to pass through this loop one time and pull this knot down. I think if I do twice, it'll be visible. Okay, one time like that, and then go through this bead. And hopefully it should be hidden. Yes, it's hidden. Okay, so that'll work. So I'll keep going. I'll go through these two here, tie another knot here, pull that through. These two here, tie another knot here, pull that through. These two there, tie another knot through that through, and I go all the way around here. And some people might think, oh, that's okay, that's crazy, but really, you're reinforcing the ring. You're making the ring band stiffer and rounder, because right now it's kind of wacky looking with its shape. And I've always found it to be best to do that. You know, just go through, tie your knots, and then you're going to do the same exact thing on this side. Remember, I will have a link to all of the beads you will need to make this ring down there below in the description bar. I really enjoy making these flower rings because there's so many different shapes of teardrops that I can use, dagger beads, lentils, I've done petal beads, leaves, all different shapes, all different sizes and kinds of beads, and I have just come up with the coolest looking 3D flowers. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please like this video, leave me a comment, subscribe if you want to see more of my videos, and make sure that you click the bell button so that you get notified whenever I upload new videos. And check me out on my social media sites. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. Thanks for watching.